winning the wizard chess in Harry Potter is not at all about luck. Analyzing the chessboard using the Hilo numbers reveals that wrong sacrifice was destined from the very beginning. In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, that giant wizard chess level can be called the most intense life or death game in the entire book. The trio replaced the missing black pieces. Harry took the position of the black bishop, often positioned near a3 in the movie, leaning towards a peripheral defensive role. Hermione became the rook, steadfastly guarding the rear, such as at position f5, and Ron Rhodes became the knight, a key mobile piece around position g5, ultimately leaping to h6 to checkmate. The white queen swept fiercely, and the black side was once in imminent anti-danger. Ron saw through the endgame. It was necessary to first sacrifice the rook to pin down the white queen, then let his own knight charge forward to check, forcing the white queen to capture him, thereby allowing Harry's bishop to leap to position c5 to complete the 绝杀. This is not simply a case of sacrificing the rook to protect the king, but a typical sacrificial layout using secondary pieces or even oneself to secure the final victory. Ron's classic line, "That's chess, you've got to make sacrifices," captures the essence perfectly. Now, let's map this chessboard onto the Luoshu 9 palaces and replay it using numbers. The Luoshu 9 palaces corresponding to the positions of the later heaven Bagua have this classic pattern. Central Palace Wu, Central Earth, governing the entire situation, corresponding to the king, general, controlling from the center. Then Palace Sandu East, representing thunderous movement shaking up, taking the initiative to attack. 3 Green Woods, the position of moving lines. Li Palace 9, due south, representing the attachment of Light Can Palace Yi due north, representing danger and Xian Qiang Liu in the northwest, Kan in the southwest, Zhangsi in the southeast, Dui Qi in the west, Zhenba in the northeast. The wizard chessboard is 8×8, but we use the symbolic meanings of the 9 palaces to map key characters and positions. Ron Horse Knight precisely falls into Zen Palace 3, Zen represents thunder movement, the eldest son, and 决断 Zen Palace is in the east, governing moving lines starting to shake, and the resolute image of abandoning the small for the greater. The core spirit of the Zen hexagram in the IC Hin is thunder shakes 100 li, yet the sacrificial vessel is not lost. The fear brought by the shaking thunder, yet being able to hold on to the fundamentals and remain calm. Ron's knight position exactly matches the moving line of Zen Palace. It must move, must attack, must shake open the situation. His knight s leap. The knight moves in an L shape, inherently as swift as thunder, and ultimately taking the initiative to sacrifice himself to checkmate, is precisely a portrayal of Zen as 决断, moving to achieve stability. What's even more fascinating is that in numbers, positions like Zen Palace, which are extreme movement leading to change, often have the line meaning of abandoning the small for the greater, with no blame. Although these 4 characters are not directly stated in the Zen hexagram slang texts, the overall symbolic meaning is connected to hexagrams like Dajun and Yi, emphasizing sacrificing the 局部 for the greater benefit of the whole. Zen above Zen, overlapping thunderous movements, necessarily embodying the logic of sacrifice for breaking to establish anew. Ron sacrificing himself, the small self, to ensure Harry passes the level, the greater self, avoiding the white queen continuing to threaten the central line, is a perfect confirmation of abandoning the small for the greater, with no blame. No blame does not mean no loss, but that the loss highlights the smooth progress of the great path. Therefore, this game had a hidden clue from the start. Ron stood in Zen Palace, destined to move, to shake, to sacrifice. It's not that he was brave, it's that the heavenly way of numbers had long since arranged it. When the thunder of Zen sounds, small sacrifices 换来 great victories, and under the positioning of the 3 powers heaven, earth, human, Ron's knight position was that inevitable moving line. Next time you rewatch this scene, don't just focus on the explosive moments. Think about the thunderous shaking. In the Luoshu 9 palaces, the moment Ron fell was actually the loudest thunderclap in the entire game.